I swear I'm too hardcore. Wait up, let me make a call right quick. I'ma start another war. I was hurting when she left, but I don't care about anymore. I need a Vaseline like my Nina Puffer. Took a sock, watch the door. Matter of fact, like the door. Any problem, let them come. We gon' snatch they soul like Shang Tsung. Put them out of service, keep them tools like Miss Harper free. Try to hope it's way too late. I'm headed straight to the safe. Throw that one up like a trophy. I'm that nigga, ain't no debate. Told them boys we taking over. Call them up like set the date. This shit a piece of cake. Yeah, my bitches came from Whole Foods. Told them put on that top 3. Then bring me my house shoes. Don't make excuses, make moves. These niggas ungrateful, gotta show them you rules. I make hits like I can't lose. They said you get on, you gon' represent. I said of course. Soon as they crank that beat, I ride that bitch just like a horse. She about to go dumb, yeah, bitch, the whole court. You ain't know they call me Obi-Wan. I come with the fart. You gon' ride, yeah, of course. Get it lit up like a torch. You even low or this Lord told that bitch is either or. Yeah, I know them niggas ain't cut like that. I swear I'm too hardcore. Yeah, I just got off the call. I'ma start another war. Spit a plate up with my niggas. Get your knife and your fart. They ain't locked in with the cow, then when you speaking to me fart. Yeah, I just took the floor. Ain't no cowards in my campaign. They can't stop the campaign. Tell them bring the champagne. They know I'm a champion. They can see the outcome. Get them niggas bad, got them tied down and outdone. You can't do with them steppers, niggas been down since day one. We run up the bands, bitch like Dylan. They say you get on, you gon' represent. I said of course. Soon as they crank that beat, I read that bitch just like a horse. Yeah, about to go dumb, yeah, bitch, we whole start. Yeah, know they call me Obi-Wan. I come with the force. You gon' ride, yeah, of course. Get it lit up like a torch. You either low or this low, told that bitch is either or. I told you niggas, you ain't cut like that. I swear I'm too hardcore. And I just made the call. We gon' start another war. Yeah.
Energizer 3-in-1 Child Shield is the world's first coin lithium battery that has 3 different safety features.
Leave the gun. Take the gun.
Mafia.
Relax and sit back on niggas and kick my feet up. Time to put the pressure on. Watch I turn the heat up. I go everywhere, so anywhere we can meet up. Cold word Benjamin, watch them wolves eat up. Whoever don't think that I'm top 3, tell them speak up. I'm brainwashed and closed-minded. Fuck you gonna teach us? God's here above all. Tell them boys reach up. I can chase you with a straight shot or I can sneak up.
Leave the gun. Take the gun.
Mafia.
Relax and sit back on niggas and kick my feet up. Time to put the pressure on. Watch I turn the heat up. I go everywhere, so anywhere we can meet up. Cold word Benjamin, watch them wolves eat up. Whoever don't think that I'm top 3, tell them speak up. I'm brainwashed and closed-minded. Fuck you gonna teach us? God's here above all. Tell them boys reach up. I can chase you with a straight shot or I can sneak up. Or I can remix your whole grill, change your features. In the booth with a mask on, straight fever. You had to choose between me or death, take neither. It's really no different. We the same people. In the morning, reading your horoscope, make your day deadly. Put your energy in the earth. When I leave you buried, it's levels to the shit. Tell them niggas stay ready. Move too quick, yeah, they hoping that they can catch me. Say that we the best, they got a problem. Tell them speak up. I ain't cocky, I'm trying to see something. Tell them speak up. It's one Westworld or nothing. Tell them speak up. Everybody know how we coming. Tell them speak up. Say that we the best, they got a problem. Tell them speak up. I ain't cocky, I'm trying to see something. Tell them speak up. It's one Westworld or nothing. Tell them speak up. Everybody know how we coming. Tell them speak up. I'm a lion walking around on this planet looking for seeds. Martyr corners in your head up, fucking up your seeds. God knew who I was in the womb. He made a leader. I was front row to them shootouts, a front seater. You was somewhere in the back, a nosebleeder. Had to fight my way to the top. It was so eager. Ask who was 2 or 3, I don't know neither. One Westworld, you gonna sink or float either. You gonna hop the ship or we gonna make you walk the plank. Feeling down, all I do is call a bang. Pose a threat, your villains like I called the town. And showing up in big moments, you always strange. I don't smoke kid ops, but I'll toast a drink. Gotta stay on point. You a ghost, you blank. Niggas think they saw the ghost, but nope, it's me. It's either one West, nigga, and we hold the key. Say that we the best, they got a problem. Tell them speak up. I ain't cocky, I'm trying to see some. Tell them speak up. It's one West real to nothing. Tell them speak up. Everybody know how we coming. Tell them speak up. Say that we the best, they got a problem. Tell them speak up. I ain't cocky, I'm trying to see some. Tell them speak up. It's one West real to nothing. Tell them speak up. Everybody know how we coming. Tell them speak up. Tell them speak up.
By show of hands,
Tell them speak up.
I'm just trying to
Tell
see
them
something.
speak up.
Who think they the best in here?
Tell them speak up.
Okay,
Tell them speak up.
I got you.
Yeah, I hear these niggas when they talking, let them gossip. Protocol, never catch me slipping and tell them watch him. Tunnel vision, move on my way or try to stop this. All black, 0 dark, 30 when we lock in. Yeah, I hear them niggas when they talking, let them gossip. Protocol, never catch me slipping, tell them watch him. Tunnel vision, move on my way or try to stop this. All black, 0 dark, 30 when we lock in. I don't know what these niggas heard, boy, this my shit. Funeral home look like a gathering for the gothic. Outside of your crib like we held somebody hostage. Box shit, aiming at your noodle with a chopstick. She love me, but she say she hate the way I make her toxic. Double up on everything I do cause I'm a prophet. Picture me coming to you for help. Boy, that's nonsense. It's just me and my niggas. Everybody know we got this. Watch your tone, you base. I got something, he got faith too. He run into a scholar. You a goon, he a goblin. Tell him I'm a monster. Niggas forget the goal. All I care about is on. If I say I'm not 2 or not 3, use your logic. Handicap match, get some help and then combine. He think he big, treat ostrich, so many hands and feet like he jumped inside a mosh pit. Yeah, I hear these niggas when they talking, let them gossip. Protocol, never catch me slipping, tell them watch him. Tunnel vision, move on my way or try to stop this. All black, 0 dark, 30 when we lock in. Yeah, I hear these niggas when they talking, let them gossip. Protocol, never catch me slipping, tell them watch him. Tunnel vision, move on my way or try to stop this. All black, 0 dark, 30 when we lock in. Take comment. Yeah, I hear them talking, let them chime in. Something like a butcher with that machine when I'm locked in. You with the Conway, no West Side, so go find him. Locked in, gunning for everybody in your top 10. Who would've knew? Keep it cooler, you niggas fool. Send them to Africa when that Max in buck too. Doctor with a hammer, I get surgical with it too. If it's up, then it's stuck, and I'm feeling real vertical. Strap on his little Uzi, make you do a shoulder move. You do it for the clout, and we still won't even notice you. Been waiting for a long time, well, it's time to show and prove. That's why my circle tight, we ain't got shoulder room. Street sweep his whole block, clean it up, no more cold. Thought he seen a witch, it was quick, he just know the broom. Jumped in the water with the sharks, I open wound. With a half moon, make it dark, I'll just wait till noon. Yeah, I hear these niggas when they talking, let them gossip. Protocol, never catch me slipping, tell them watch him. Tunnel vision, move on my way or try to stop this. All black, 0 dark, 30 when we lock in. Yeah, I hear these niggas when they talking, let them gossip. Protocol, never catch me slipping, tell them watch him. Tunnel vision, move on my way or try to stop this. All black, 0 dark, 30 when we lock in. Yeah, I hear these niggas when they talking, let them gossip. Protocol, never catch me slipping, tell them watch him. Tunnel vision, move on my way or try to stop this. Stop this. All black, 0 dark 30 when we lock in. Yeah, I hit them niggas when they talking, let them gossip. Protocol, and catch me slipping, tell them watch him. Tunnel vision, move out my way, I try to stop this. All black, 0 dark 30 when we lock in. I don't know what these niggas heard, boy, this my shit. Funeral home look like a gathering for the gothic. Outside of your crib like we held somebody hostage. Box shit, aiming at your noodle with a chop. She love me, but she say she hate the way I make her toxic. Double up on everything I do, cause I'm a prophet. Picture me coming to you for help. Boy, that's nonsense. It's just me and my niggas. Everybody know we got this. Watch your tone, you bass. I got something make you high pitch. Thinking he got faith till he run into a scholar. You a goon, he a goblin, I'm a monster. Niggas forget to go. All I care about is honor. If I say I'm not 2 or not 3, use your logic. Handicap match.
Big soldier, nigga. Just give me a reason. Fuck peace, getting even. One beat with feet. Taking over, nigga. Make it clear. They want the cloud, we want the zone. That's the way it is. I'm about to start a fire. Whole team full of riders. They be dead on the ride, boy. Ain't gonna be no survivor. Big soldier, nigga. Come on. Give the cloud, we want the zone. That's the way it is.
I'm repped out, tell them watch your mouth. You know we gon' beat the block. I'ma walk in time bomb. I go viral. You niggas like TikTok, yeah. This ain't what you want. Tell them go in the tile. We make niggas hit the clock. And with our toe fire, rain brimstone. They gon' think that you live a lie. We ain't got no bitch. We want it all. We make you. We knocking on the door, so let us in. You know we gon' keep the locks. We in the field for real. Every day while y'all just say watch. We making enemies our foot stores. Run no nothing by the eye. One try when I rock. I'm like David when I sling shots. I'm putting attachments on everything. Y'all want me connected dot. This drum got 50 unreleased hits. You don't wanna be the next to drop. I put them in a box. That shit double wood. You don't wanna be the next to fly. Yeah. Niggas feeling themselves. Get a shovel, tell them dig the pot. Can't fit you. When your man's in it, just tell him get a bigger box. Cause I'll put you in one and knock you out one. Call him my nigga knock. I'll put your song on, cut it on mute, and then tell you that shit was hot.
Big soldier, nigga. Just give me a reason. Fuck peace, getting even. One beat with feet. Taking over, nigga. Let me make it clear. They want the cloud, we want the zone. That's the way it is. I'm about to start a fire. Whole team full of riders. They be dead on the ride, boy. Ain't gonna be no survivors. Big soldier, nigga. Come on, don't care where it is. They want the cloud, we want the zone. That's the way it is. Big soldier, nigga. I come in the name of the boss. So my niggas that is Wartown, already way to coast. That point shoot bitch. Red Dead Redemption. Got them niggas scared to whisper. You with us or against us. Can't stop to the zone lock. I don't think get the picture. It come from my head, I'm giving them lead. The preacher give him a scripture. Flow cold style vicious. Niggas sweeter than the missus. Got soldiers posted. I put them on your roof. Merry Christmas. Bring hither and slay him. Got the Glock, got the book of loot. Keep it stick like Dumbledore. Play dumb, I'ma let it loose. Call my gun harmony. Call my main bitch Betty Boop. He the truth, I'ma need the proof. Got stripes like Beetlejuice. Hit his ass like a Louisville. Hit him low, then I hit him high. Bring him home to the umpire. Get him bars like Wi-Fi. Turn the booth to a bonfire. Little bitch, I'm a live wire. I ride like a cocktail. It's on mine when I ride by. Big soldier, nigga. Just give me a reason. Fuck peace, getting even. One beat with feet. Taking over, nigga. Let me make it clear. They want the cloud, we want the zone. That's the way it is. I'm about to start a fire. Team full of riders. They be dead on the ride, boy. Ain't gonna be no survivors. Big soldier, nigga. Come on, don't care where it is. They want the cloud, we want the zone. That's the way it is.
I heard they coming for blood. I'ma be coming for more. Give me the floor. They come with a mop, I'ma be making it cold. Nigga, I'm raw, fly with the hammer like Thor. Found on my ops in the morgue, tell I'm on 4. I'ma be bombing these lanes, understand how we go. I've been the lead, trying to get back in the streets, trying to get back on my feet. Hands on the read, check out we came from the east. Wait till my dogs are released, heard they was sleep. So we gon' wake them up, put them up in the sky, the Lord gon' take them up. I take on anybody that he braving up. I've been the same and I ain't never changing up. I'm in my zone, hit on my cellular phone. Tell me whatever he on. I take that scouter, he on them perks and that powder. Homie ain't really that strong. I'm like a dog, better yet Benny King. I keep a lion head. Get on my picky ring, I keep a shield. Boy, you see everything, G43, symphony, let it sing.
All right. Shalom, Israel. How about Shem Yahshua Barakatah to the brothers? How Shemar Elatham by Shem Yahshua to the sisters. There's our ISBK Southern Illinois Biblical Law class. Started out at 1 West 125th Street, Harlem, New York, under Commander General Hanna. We are not affiliated with any other Israelite organizations. If it's not of the ISBK, it is not of the truth. We are not associated with them by any means necessary. Okay, with me today, well, first off, I'm Mazan Yala, officer of 50 out of Chicago. And with me today, I have Trooper Yadiah Allah.
Shalom, Lord Christ.
Shalom, Lord Christ. And, I'm only taking care of this biblical law class because officer of 50, Mao Khan, just had a beautiful baby boy, a new soldier added to the nation. So we're going to go ahead and give him some time to, gather himself and get used to his new child and that, and, let them build within his family, give him some time and wait. Whenever he's ready, he come back. But right now he got a blessing right in front of him, and we're just going to let him focus on everything under that roof.
Most High Christ.
Most High Christ for Officer Mal Khan and his rib, With that being said, there's a biblical law class. There's a lot of things going on in the world lately. I know we just had the 4th of July. And with the 4th of July being said, there was a lot of injuries in Chicago. I think it was like 100 people injured. Maybe I think maybe like 8 that passed on or something like that. I got to see if I got the news article and all that, because, a lot of times we like to go ahead and bring stuff up. So that way we go ahead and, read, understand what exactly happened, and then apply scriptures to the reasons why that stuff happened. With that being said, I've also came across something maybe like a few minutes ago that happened just recently. There's a wrestler by the name of Hulk Hogan, and I guess he was trying to promote his Great American Beer. You know what I'm saying? What he has done is, there was a sister who he didn't know was in charge of his of the Great American Beer and promoting it. And after he met her in person, fired her. How do you feel about that, Trooper?
Well, Hulk Hogan, he been had a history of racism. This one is first time coming out and showing his true colors as who he is. He's done this before. I think maybe like 3 years ago it was an incident where he came out and people looked at him funny because it was deemed as racist. So
right,
it's not a shock. It's not a shock
like,
to me at all, sir.
Most High Christ, and just to go off what Trooper Udai just said, it's not a surprise that somebody who's of a different ethnicity would, not approve of somebody else. Did I just freeze? Do you still hear me, Trooper?
Con, sir.
I'm clear?
Con, sir, I can hear you fine.
Most High in Christ. Okay, so since Hulk Hogan is basically of European descent, an American and stuff, a Proud Boy, whatever you want to call it, I guess he really didn't have a very fond look that a person of color was gonna take on his responsibilities for his new company. So I got something right here, so I'm just trying to bring it up so that way everybody can see exactly what happened, because to me it was disgusting. You know what I'm saying? Like, you don't treat people like that. this is why we have to separate from them, because we see how they don't like us, you know, and it's relevant, you know what I'm saying? Like, you know, we see it all the time. You don't want to deal with us. That's cool. Let me see.
Sorry. And it's more evident that we can obviously see that they're trying to separate from us as well. I think we should be doing the same.
Right. And that's the point, you know what I'm saying? And like, what we got to do is we got to go ahead and understand that and just stick with our own, you know what I'm saying? There's nothing wrong with that. You know what I'm saying? We see how we get mistreated and how you say how you say, like, degraded when we dealing with them. So what we have to do is we really have to stop associating with them. I'm gonna try to bring up this video so that way, you know, sometimes this computer goes crazy, especially since it's been raining outside.
Lock sir. It's also a sign of discrimination. He didn't know that woman and her expertise before he made that decision. He made that decision.
Right, and the sister was doing right, and the sister was doing her job, you know what I'm saying? Like, she really was doing a good job, and you know, because of her complexion, he didn't agree. And let's see if I got it right here. All right, let me bring this up. Let me share a screen. All right. Share the screen. All right. So let's hear what happened. You know what I'm saying? Hold on one second. Where's the? I got the volume on this. What's going on here? Let me see if I can bring it up. You don't hear nothing, right?
No.
All right, let's go back. No, I don't hear nothing either. All right, cool. We're gonna go back. We'll go to the history. I got you. Hold on 1 second. Damn. You know what? Let me just. It's got to be in there. Yeah, but what we're trying to say is basically, like, you know, when we have a chance to do something positive and do something great for somebody else, you know, they just easily dismiss us for the most dumbest things, you know. Man, why don't this play with a volume though? Usually it does, man. What's going on? Volume on too, right? Right. Okay. There you go. Yeah, it's not. We're not getting a good. Next time I'll go ahead and get a better one. But right now I'm not gonna go ahead and waste time. So I'm just go back to us. Okay, so with that being said, you know what I'm saying? The sister basically lost her job because of her complexion after Hulk Hogan had met her. So with that being said, let's go to let's go to Jeremiah 10:2.
Conor Khan, Jeremiah 10:2. Thus saith the Lord, learn not the way of the heathen, and be not dismayed at the signs of heaven, for the heathen are dismayed at them.
Okay, learn not the way of the heathen, right? Heathen basically means it's not your people. You know what I'm saying? That's another society of people. You know what I'm saying? We have blacks, Hispanics, and natives that are particularly ours. We're a group. You know what I'm saying? We should learn how to accept each other, and that's about it. But anybody else outside of our culture, outside of our ethnicities and our nationalities, we got to deal with them very, very wisely. It's not smart to go ahead and deal with people just because you like them. You know what I'm saying? I know back in the day when I was in the world and stuff, you know what I'm saying? You deal with certain people and you don't know what's in the back of their mind. So what we got to do with these heathens is, you know what I'm saying? We got to understand them better, learn how to deal with them better, and not take on their customs, not take on their ways of living. You know what I'm saying? Not to go ahead and diminish them in any type of way, but in a way we have to go ahead and build ourselves up, because anytime we try to go ahead and first off, the sister probably was good at her job, and because of her complexion, you fired her. So we can't take on the heathenistic ways because they don't accept us. You know what I'm saying? They know that their society means a lot to them, and our society should mean a lot to us. With that being said, we don't recognize that on a daily basis. You know what I'm saying? We look at each other crazy. You know what I'm saying? We look at each other side eye. We go ahead and, you know, we belittle each other. You know what I'm saying? It could be a friend, it could be a family member, it could be, you know, somebody at work. You know what I'm saying? We tend, not us in the school, you know what I'm saying? But in the world, people tend to live a two-faced lifestyle. And that's not how you're supposed to be. You can't live as a man and be a two-faced around a person. That means you're gonna go ahead and talk to somebody, and then behind his back, you're gonna go ahead and diss them and degrade them and put them down. First off, you got to be able to be a man about yours and be able to direct everything to that particular person. Even if you have an art with a person, you take them to the side and discuss it with them personally. Sisters too, you know what I'm saying? A lot of times when they get grouped up, they want to bash the one who ain't around. Don't do that. We have to stop doing that. Those are heathenistic customs. That means you don't care about your people. They don't care about their people. That's why you got the United States going against Russia right now. They don't care about their own. They only care about themselves. That's it. Kind of like the rich. They only care about themselves. They only care about their wealth. They could care about anybody who's below them. And we see it all the time. You know what I'm saying? But when it comes to us, we have to learn how to go ahead and voice our frustrations, our concerns, our valued opinions to each other. And that's the only way we could build each other up. And a lot of times you don't have to do it to that particular person in a group. You could pull them to the side and be like, hey, look, let me holler at you. You know what I'm saying? Real quick, you know what I'm saying? And then you bring them to the side and you try to air out all that BS, you know what I'm saying? And then try to get on the same page. Well, guess what? Now you guys can go ahead and start over, reset, you know what I'm saying? Kind of like how we used to do with video games when we used to play video games. You know what I'm saying? Like we would have to reset it sometimes because it was kind of like lagging or dysfunctional. So we would have to reset in order for it to get on the same so you can actually get a clear picture of everything that you're doing. You know what I'm saying? It won't be lagging no more. You know what I'm saying? I'm not saying everything's going to be, you know, smooth sailing, but you have to be able to deal with your brothers and your sisters, your mothers, your fathers. You know what I'm saying? Anybody who's around you have to be able to deal with them in a wise manner to where you're a better person. And then when they see it, you're like the image that they see, like, damn, like, I remember how he was. I see how he is now. I like that. You know what I'm saying? Lead by example. That's how we got to do it. We have a lot of people looking at us, a lot of people trying to, you know, how you say, like, find a wrong in what we do in the Isupk. Everybody tries to find something wrong with what we do. That's why we got to talk a particular way. That's why we got to address things in a particular way. That's why we got to walk, talk, eat, and do everything in a way that's different than others, because if not, we're no better than them Christians. We're not better than them Catholics. We're not better than them Islam guys. You know what I'm saying? We're not better than none of them. You know what I'm saying? Those are hypocrites. You know what I'm saying? Those are people who want the kingdom without doing no work for the Lord. You know what I'm saying? They just think they should be handed stuff. You know what I'm saying? That's like a spoiled child who thinks they should just get something just because they were born. You know what I'm saying? They don't have to put no work in. Just I've been good today. You know what I'm saying? And then 2 days later, they're a piece of trash again. You know what I'm saying? Breaking all type of laws. But then they go pray again, and they think that the Lord is going to accept them because of their beliefs and their faith. You can't live off your belief and faith. You actually got to do the work. You can't go ahead and be a filthy person, whether it be all the time or sometimes. You have to try to be one way all the time. So me and my family say if we don't eat pork, shrimp, crab, lobster, we don't eat that. You know what I'm saying? If we go somewhere else, guess what? We don't accept that. We don't eat it. You guys can do whatever you want to. We're going to tell you it's not lawful. That's cool. We can't go ahead and insist on them not breaking the law, because they're going to find an excuse for the reason why they want to do it. But when it comes to these heathens and stuff, they could break as many laws as they want to. If you're a Chinese person, you could break as many laws as you want to, because God is not with you anyways. You know what I'm saying? That's why you guys eat dog. That's why you guys eat bats. That's why you guys eat all these abominable foods. And you know what I'm saying? That's cool. That's you have Buddha. You know what I'm saying? If Buddha requires you to eat garbage, cool, you can eat garbage. Islam, y'all have that rock, and that rock is your Allah. So if that rock tells you you can do whatever you want to, cool, you could go ahead and do whatever you want to. Now, Christians and Catholics, if white Jesus tells you you can do whatever you want to, and you want to follow his ways because he got you brainwashed with his indoctrination, go ahead. You know what I'm saying? Let the heathen guide you, because the Lord ain't with you. You know what I'm saying? You have to conduct yourself in a manner of the way the scriptures tell you, how the prophets show you how to conduct yourself. You can't go ahead and go off free will. You don't have free will. If you're going off free will, then basically you're saying I'm headed for destruction and I don't care about what anybody says. Cool. That's your life. If you want to waste your life, fine. Just don't be on your sick bed calling on the Most High, because he's not going to hear you. You know what I'm saying? Let me see. Give me Romans 15:4. And that's why we say the heathens, they have a specific way.
Yeah.
No, and then it's like with the heathens, they could easily go ahead and do what they want to do. We can't do it. You know what I'm saying? Like if they go right, we supposed to go left. You know what I'm saying? If we go left, they supposed to go right. You know what I'm saying? Well, however it goes, but the narrow gate is the only way to perform our duties. You know what I'm saying? And that means that we have to be kept on a tight leash. You know what I'm saying? That's what these scriptures are. That's what these prophets were telling us, that we have to be in line with the Most High. We have to do this. It's not by any type of negotiation. You know what I'm saying? You can't negotiate it with God. You know what I'm saying? You can't negotiate with Christ. Christ was down here, and he actually put the work in to show us exactly how to do things in a way where he lived it and he showed it with his own works. That's why if anybody says they can't keep the laws, that's because you just don't want to, or you just don't know which laws to keep. You know what I'm saying? Like you are so misled that you just you go off your own understanding, and you're not supposed to do the thinking for yourself. That's how you fail. You know what I'm saying? You know how many times you go off your own thinking, you be like, man, I wish I shouldn't have did that.
Damn right.
It happens all the time, and that's the point. That's what we do as and that's what we do as a nation of blacks, Hispanics, and natives. We go off the fact that we try to do our best, and we think that just trying is enough. We have to actually do it. You know what I'm saying? And we understand what our grandparents inherit when they inherit the lies about what you could do and what you couldn't. But when we find out for ourselves, you know, through these scriptures, through these prophets, exactly what we should be doing, we should listen to them because they had a better understanding about life and civilization 6,000 years ago than we have today. They didn't deal with the heathens. We deal with the heathens. And what happens? A sister tries to get has a great position, tries to go ahead and make Hulk Hogan some money, and guess what happens? He fires her after meeting her just because she's a dark brown complexion. That's horrible. That's racism on another level. You just meet her and you fire her, and then the next day I heard that, or I saw, but I can't play the video, that the spokespeople after he fired her were 2 white women. That's horrible. You know what I'm saying? Like, I'm not going to give the money to you 2 women who are way more qualified than these 2 white women. But guess what? Because they fit the description, I'm going to go with them. Bye-bye, y'all. You know what I'm saying? Like, we don't need y'all no more. All the work you did, thank you. Take that little check, but you're not going to get no more. Like, he just fired them when they were more qualified for the gig. You know what I'm saying? That don't make sense, and that just shows, just like Trooper Udai said, he been a racist bastard for a long time. And you know what? The Lord will be with him. You know what I'm saying? The Lord will deal with him. You know what I'm saying? That's how it's going to go. The Lord's going to deal with him because of how he conducted himself. When he could have did something decent, he was a piece of garbage. And that's what we should expect out of all heathens. Whether you're an Arab, whether you're a white man, whether you're a Chinese man, whether you any other nation, we could expect you guys to go ahead and turn your backs on us real quick and go straight to your own. But with that being said, that's how we gotta be. We should learn something off them. Go ahead.
Salaki, and what you bringing out is so heavy. You know what I'm saying? The whole point of being an Israelite is keeping these laws, statutes, and commandments, because we made a contract with the Most High that we'll keep His laws and He'll be our God. You know what I'm saying? And these heathens, right, which is non-Israelite races of people, they didn't make that contract. So just off that being understood, and they know this, they automatically hate us for it. And we got to, and the whole point of it, we got to restrain. And the whole point of it, we got to restrain ourselves from opposing these laws, statutes, and commandments and keeping them. And we got to endure that until the end, no matter that there's a whole bunch of people out there celebrating something that we ain't supposed to, eating something that we ain't supposed to. Kyle Khan, you can hear me? Salaki, sorry, you can hear me? Hello?
Yeah, you was breaking up a little bit, but you too hard.
Sir, you know, and we gotta, like the scriptures say, we gotta endure that into the end. And like the scriptures say, we gotta endure that into the end, and we gotta keep those laws, statutes, commandments, and teach it to our people going forward into the end. And I mean, not into the end, because even at the end, we gotta teach it when we get in our world as well. But you know, that's the whole point of it.
That's the point right there. You know what I'm saying? Just like Trooper Yadai was saying, such commandment, we have no guidance. We have no understanding. Sometimes we go off what we think and we don't know a damn thing. And that's when we show how lost we are, because we can hear something that's so solid and so potent and so I'm gonna disobey as a nation of people to where, kind of like when Salaki, Trooper.
Sorry, I didn't say anything.
No, I'm saying, did you see the BET Awards?
I missed it. I ain't even waste my time. I saw snippets though.
Wow, it was a whole bunch of nonsense. Let me tell you, the only way they were on this stage was if sisters were showing they behind. I mean, straight graphic. I mean, kids could be watching this, little boys or girls and stuff. And the thing is, like, you up on that stage, being a figure of a role model, and this is what you showing them. You showing them basically how to disrespect themselves. That the only way that they're gonna go ahead and get any type of attention from society is if you go ahead and turn around and show your behind and twerk. You know what I'm saying? That's what the heathen wants us to do. You know what I'm saying? The heathen wants to go ahead and expose you guys. Go ahead, do all type of ill manner, and we're gonna go ahead and get paid off your bull. You know what I'm saying? We're gonna go ahead and get money, and you guys are gonna look bad in the end, and you guys ain't even gonna care about it. You know what I'm saying? You're not even gonna care about how you go ahead, Slug.
So like, and as you can see, like some of these public figures, they starting to get tired of the same routines going over and over to the point that they tired of being represented under that fashion. It was a video of Ice Spice. You know, she was on stage and she was twerking, and then if you could see it in her face that she just tired of doing it, and she wanted to try something different, but it's too late. It's like the life you chose, you know, and
Right.
She's stuck in it.
And that's the point, you know what I'm saying? Like, she did it so much that it's getting old to her. Like, she did in the beginning just so she could become relevant. And then what happens with that is that demon starts to build up on her, and all of a sudden, you know, I guess one day, I guess she just opened her eyes and it's like, I'll do this, but I really don't want to do it no more. Because she knows the only reason people are looking at her or acknowledging her is because you're showing them all type of horrible conduct. You know what I'm saying? Like, everybody's seen your goodies.
It's like
You know
the
what I'm
same
saying?
thing.
Go ahead.
The thing she is supposed to be just specifically sharing for her husband, she's sharing it for the whole world. She's selling it to the whole world to grow that theme just for her personality to sell, and it got a trap.
Exactly, and that's the whole thing. And you know what? When it comes to Black, Hispanics, and Natives, our sisters are so easy to go ahead and show they behind, the top of their boobs. You know what I'm saying? Or just wear less clothing. They think that is appealing to show everything to everybody. You don't know how degrading that is to your mother. I mean, I don't even care if she it doesn't matter to her or nothing like that. It's like you should be, as a child, want to conduct yourself in a way where your mother's proud of you. Your daddy's proud of you. You know what I'm saying? Like Ice Spice's father, I hope he's ashamed of himself. You know what I'm saying? I hope you're ashamed of yourself, because guess what? Your daughter is on that stage doing, you know, all these nonsense, and you haven't came out from nowhere and been like, you know what? I didn't raise her that way. She didn't learn that. You never came up and been like, you never went one time and been like, look, I don't want you to do this no more. Like, when do fathers, just because their daughters are grown up a little bit, doesn't mean that they won't listen to you and recognize your voice. You have to still be involved with your daughters, because if not, their friends are going to go ahead and instill things in their brain. Society and things that they watch on TV is going to instill things in their brain. So you still have to go ahead and undo what everything is going on around them. You know what I'm saying? Like, if a child sees how you say Cardi B on stage and she's twerking, now all of a sudden she want to twerk. But if you go right behind her on the TV, be like, look, that music's not appropriate. That apparel is not appropriate. You are going to be a young lady. You're not going to be a SLUT like her. I need you to be better than that. You know what I'm saying? If you're going to get paid, get paid off your brains. You know what I'm saying? That's how we need to see our sisters and our brothers do things. You know what I'm saying? Look at what was the name of? In fact, before I go further, let's go ahead and I got that scripture. Don't even worry about Leviticus 19:29. Since this is the biblical law class, we're gonna go ahead and get into some laws in the first 5 books of the Bible, which is called the Torah. You know what I'm saying? This is what we need to get into. We need to go back into the first 5 books and get all type of instructions, because our people are becoming heathenistic, are taking on heathenistic ways, and we're becoming lawless. And because we're becoming lawless, we're looking like a shameful group. Whether you're Black, whether you're Hispanic, whether you're native, We are looking bad out here. And the only people who are laughing at us is the people who are in power, which is the Jewish man, which is a white man, the United States Americans who got millions and billions of dollars. The Chinese laugh at us. We're the best people on earth, but we can't conduct ourselves in a meaningful manner. We can't be inspirational without showing our behinds. You sisters got to stop doing that and teach your daughters not to do that, because it's going to be a ripple effect all the way down. We don't need that. We don't need more whores out here. We need more doctors. We need more nurses. We need more how you say, like, we need more lawyers. We need more sisters doing better things, so that way, you know, we can actually look at our people and be like, damn, we actually did something great despite our captivity and our oppression and what our ancestors have been through. You know what I'm saying? We can actually look forward and be like, look, we made something out of nothing. Make if you're one person, make your life matter. And make your life matter not only to you, but everybody around you. Your persona will rub off on others if you conduct yourself in the right way. Me, when I was in the world, if I smoked weed, I only had potheads around me. If I sold drugs, I only had people who sold drugs around me. But once I said I wasn't going to do those things, those people wanted to disassociate with me, and I wanted to dissociate with them. So with that being said, if you see if you're a mother and you see your daughter watching something on TV that is horrific and whorish, you need to go ahead and explain to her exactly why she shouldn't be doing that and what you expect out of her. Teach them the right way. That way we can have a society of people who actually are looked at as very lucrative people. You know what I'm saying? We want blacks, Hispanics, and natives to be on an upper level, you know what I'm saying? To conduct yourself in a higher manner. We don't need no more of those, that girl who was spitting on the microphone and stuff. That's they stuff. You know what I'm saying? Her father was a pastor. You know who I'm talking about?
Who, the Hawk Tui girl?
Yeah, that little witch. You know what I'm saying? Like, that's what I'm saying. Like, look, her father was a pastor. And the first question they asked that trick was, if how you say, like, what's one way of getting over a man? She said one way of getting over a breakup is to get under another one. She just said all type of horror shit. I mean, a lot of horror stuff, and it's like people ate it up. You forgot her father's a pastor. You know what I'm saying? I guess he approves of that conduct. We can't be like them. Our daughters and our sons, we can't mimic, we can't do nothing like them. If they doing it, we should do the opposite. Go ahead, read that scripture.
Khan. Leviticus 19 and 21.
No, Slack 19 and 29.
Khan. Salakia, sir. Khan. Leviticus 19 and 29. Do not prostitute thy daughter, to cause her to be a whore, lest the land fall to whoredom, and the land become full of wickedness.
That's what's going on. You know what I'm saying? When one person becomes a whore, everybody else wants to follow that suit, because guess what? She's getting paid. I could get paid for shaking my junk too, and that's what they do. Cardi B was a stripper before she was a singer. I don't care how she thinks she conducts herself. You already gone ahead and showed all your goodies to the nation. And then anybody who's seen her, guess what? They mimic what they seen on her. And they want to be the next Cardi B. And in fact, if she did it one way, the next girl's going to trump her and do it better. And then the next girl want to do it better than her. If she's wearing less, this next girl's going to want to wear less. You know what I'm saying? And even more less. So it just becomes a horrible situation, because these women are trying to trump each other off of BS. You want to get paid just off your body, not your intelligence. And men eat it up, because guess what? A lot of these men in the world, all they really want to do is they want to hit it. That's it. And after they hit it, they gone. They don't care nothing about you. They don't care about how you look. They don't care about your family. They don't care about none. They just want a piece of you for the moment and maybe a few more times, and then they're going to throw you away. That's not a good look for the man or the woman. You know what I'm saying? That's not how we supposed to be dealing with each other. You know what I'm saying? But how you say, like, you got anything to say off that?
God, like you were saying, like it seemed like it's all just the pursuit of the it's like all the pursuit of the American dream. And you know, this being their land and us being the captives of this land, we following their example of what the American dream is. You know what I'm saying? And deem that as fun. So our whole chase and driven is the American dream. And we put that on a pedestal above everything, you know, and it's corrupting us. It's corrupting us. That's why it's important that we value who we really are in this world and follow our coaches instead of these heathens coaches that they didn't came up winging it. Right. Because it's all off. It's all broken. It's a broken system. It was broken when they first got this country because they got it unlawfully.
Right. And just to go off what Truby Adai says, it's like it is a broken system, but it's our broken system because we promote the hell out of it. Blacks, Hispanics, and Natives, we eat that stuff up so good because guess what? We like that provocative look. You know what I'm saying? Instead of being like, you know what? That ain't even appealing. It looks real horrors. You know what I'm saying? Like, no, we'd rather see the skin. You know what I'm saying? That's the carnal way of thinking. Instead of being like, man, that girl's really destroying herself up there. You know what I'm saying? Let's go ahead and I got another one right here. Let's get Leviticus 21 and 19. Oh no, in fact, give me Deuteronomy 23 and 17. Slack it. Since this is biblical law class, we going through laws of what you should be doing and what you shouldn't be doing. And we ain't just talking about shrimp, pork, shrimp, crab, lobster, none of that stuff, tattoos. There's other things that you should not be doing. And being a whore is one of them. You should not be conducting yourself that way. You are a princess of the Most High, and you need to start learning that and conducting yourself like that. You guys are acting like straight witches. And guess what? I got scriptures about witches too. You're not even supposed to be a witch. We don't deal with that either. That's a law too. I'll get to that later if I could. But go ahead, bring that one up.
Damn right. Deuteronomy 21 and 19. Then shall his father and his mother lay hold on him and bring
No. Bring out give me 23, Deuteronomy 23 and 17.
Deuteronomy 23 and 17. Deuteronomy 23 and 17. There shall be no whore of the daughters of Israel.
Wait. Say that again. There shall be no what?
There shall be no whore of the daughters of Israel.
That's what I'm talking about. See that? That's what I mean. There should be no whores in our society. If there is one out there, somebody needs to correct her ASAP. You know what I'm saying? It could be a father, it could be a mother, it could be a sister, it could be a cousin, it could be a brother, whoever it is. But don't allow her to go ahead and treat herself and her body like that, knowing that eventually you're not only that everybody's going to see it, but that's a shame to your own family. You know what I'm saying? Nobody ever wants to go ahead and say, like, look, that's my daughter up there with that little thing on, and we got a million guys looking at her. There shall be no whores of the daughters of Israel. Blacks, Hispanics, Natives, guess what? If you see a Caucasian whoring himself out, let them laugh at them. Let them do what they want to do. If you see a Asian Chinese person doing something, let them do it. If you see an Arab chick doing it, let them do it. If you even see a Hawaiian doing it, let them do it. These are people of another culture, of another nation, and they can go ahead and conduct themselves however they want to. But as long as we are the Most High is chosen, we have to go ahead and put ourselves on a pedestal to where we conduct ourselves in a way where he could acknowledge us and be like, you know, you guys are doing great in my eyes. But this is the problems we've been having since Egypt. In Egypt, there was this. In fact, you go to Adam, there was disobedience. You go at the time to Abraham, there was disobedience. You go to at the time of Isaac, there was disobedience. Jacob, there was disobedience. There was disobedience all throughout our culture in the past. And what we have to do is we have to break that cycle. The same way there were strippers today and people flaunting their bodies out today, that's the same thing they were doing 6,000 years ago. There's nothing new under the sun. And that's what we have to understand. Like, these things are always going to play a factor in our lives and stuff. How can we change it? How can we be better? How can we have people look at us in a way where we're not looking like a sideshow? You know what I'm saying? Like a circus. We look like a circus sometimes because we can't get it together. That's why when back in the day, True You Die, what they tell LeBron James, just shut up and dribble, right?
Damn right.
Them white boys told him to shut up and dribble, that you have no business to go ahead and exhort your influence on what you feel like saying. Did he go back and forth with them? No. He shut his mouth and he started dribbling the ball. So what? You're making money. I'd rather lose that money and keep my integrity. You know what I'm saying? That's what we have to start doing. You know what I'm saying? Money ain't everything. You could be broke and still be the most valuable person on this earth. But you have to start with, you know, yourself, your household, and the people around you, the people closest to you. Some people don't want to hear that. The reason they want to hear that is because they want to be able to do all type of craziness, wickedness. They want to smoke that blunt. They want to sell them drugs to get that little paper. You know what I'm saying? They want to do all type of things just to go ahead and show that they have something, but in a way, you're also killing your own people. You know what I'm saying? Or downing your own people, or putting them down and you know, we're all looking bad right now. You know what I'm saying? That's what we can't do. And that's why this biblical law class is so inspirational, because somebody has to tell you from these laws exactly what to do and what not to do. And if you apply them, that's great. But if you don't apply them, hey, that's on you too. The blood is off my hands once I go ahead and tell you. If I tell you and you go ahead and be a whore, that's on you. If I tell you not to smoke weed and you go smoke weed, hey, that's on you. I was the messenger. I told you something and you look the other way. As long as I'm not doing it and I tell you something, hey, that's your sin you got to bear, not me. You got to take it up with the Most High. All right, what else did I give you? I gave you Romans 15:4, right?
Deuteronomy 23:17. You want me to finish that one out?
Oh yeah, you know what? Finish 23:17. Yeah. No, in fact, start from the beginning.
Deuteronomy 23:17. There shall be no whore of the daughters of Israel, nor a sodomite of the sons of Israel.
You Trooper, tell me you understand exactly what's going on here. This is telling your daughters not to be whores, and this is also telling parents to teach your kids not to be sodomites either.
Damn right.
You know what I'm saying? It just put two things together. Your daughter can't be a whore, and your son can't be this. You know what I'm saying?
Damn
That's
right.
what that is exactly the instruction that we need right now, because we are lost as a society and we need these direction, these instructions. That way, some people don't know how to do right. Some people don't know how to do anything right. You know what I'm saying? But you have to be instructed. If your parents knew the right thing to tell you and the right way to guide you, they would have, but they didn't. My parents didn't know exactly how to guide us. You know what I'm saying? But they did the best they could. It was up to me as soon as I turned into an adult to find all the answers I needed. That way I can go ahead and live a decent lifestyle and help others around me. I don't care about money. I care about everybody around me being able to say that they're living a right and decent lifestyle, and I was a part of it. You know what I'm saying? I care about Trooper Yadai's kids. You know what I'm saying? If they're around me and they're doing something wrong, hey, look, don't do that. This, and that. This is why. Hey, Trooper, you might want to watch him on this. Same thing with him with me. Hey, Officer Zanyala, hey, look, I seen your son doing this, and that. Oh, appreciate you. Thanks for telling me. Now I'm going to get on him. You know what I'm saying? That's what a society does. You know what I'm saying? We're not here to put anybody down, but if we go ahead and see something, you know, we correct it, and then we try to go ahead and go further, be like, hey, you might want to watch this and that, so that way it don't happen again. You know what I'm saying? Your little daughter was over there twerking, and I don't think she knew she was twerking, but she was. You know what I'm saying? You might want to get on it. You know what I'm saying? So that way she won't do that again and embarrass you. Okay, I'm gonna get on it. That's what we got to do. Oh, your son was over there twirling around and doing all type of ballerina feminine stuff. Okay, I'm gonna get on him right now. Don't even trip. You know what I'm saying? Let me go holler at this boy. Boy, don't be embarrassing me up. You know what I'm saying? What the hell's wrong? You get what I'm saying? It takes instruction in order for our people to have that structure and that foundation to do the right thing. Once the foundation is built, and they know what they should be doing, shouldn't be doing, then they could build up. But the only thing is, you have to fight the Christian churches, the Catholic churches. These are people telling you that it's okay to do things. If somebody's telling you it's okay to do things, you might want to question it. Because I don't know anything on this earth that you can do without questioning. Even driving. You could drive, but guess what? If you go into the other lane without putting a signal, you might get into an accident. So you have to have these signals in order for you to understand caution and what to do and what not to do. So go ahead and let me get Romans 15:4. But this is what we're talking about right here. You know what I'm saying? Like this is biblical law class, and a lot of times you're gonna hear stuff that you don't want to hear. These are things that are stamped and solidified, and is no questions asked. What you should be doing, and that stands. And that doesn't come from me. That comes from the prophets, and the prophets got their information straight from the Most High. This is how they conduct themselves, and this is the way we should be conducting ourselves today. And we will live a more prominent lifestyle. You know what I'm saying? A more decent lifestyle. All right, go ahead.
Conroe Khan, Romans 15:4. For whatsoever things were written aforetime were written for our learning, that we through patience and comfort of the scriptures might have hope.
Right. So whatever was written aforetime. Start from the beginning again.
Conroe Khan, Romans 15:4. For whatsoever things were written aforetime were written
right there
for our learning.
Right there. So what was written aforetime? This is the New Testament right here. Whatever was written aforetime means whatever what was written in the Old Testament, that is all for our learning moving forward. You know what I'm saying? From Moses, when he started putting out all the laws and statutes and commandments that he was presenting to the Israelites, that's what we're supposed to have been holding on to generations going on to today. You know what I'm saying? That's what whatever was written aforetime was written for our learning. That's what we should have held on to. That way we know exactly how to deal with things, how to conduct ourselves, what to eat, what not to eat, how to deal with each other, everything. We have laws on everything. And that only makes us become a very stable and a very stable and very intelligent society of people as Blacks, Hispanics, and Natives. And that's what we want to be. Sometimes we want to do something right, but we don't know how to do it. In this Bible, it tells you exactly what to do. And if you do it, you're going to look good. You're gonna live a decent lifestyle. You're gonna have good health. You know what I'm saying? You're gonna go ahead and be different than everybody else. And that's not a bad thing. Being different than everybody else means that you're actually holding on to some type of standard. You know what I'm saying? And that's a good thing. You know, you don't want to be like everybody else. You want to be different than everybody else. You want to be able to say that you did something that was we already, let me put it like this. We already did enough bad in our life that we want to do something good. And now that we want to do something good, let's pass that to our younger generation so that way they could go ahead and learn it early and they don't make the same mistakes that we did.
Damn,
they
right.
don't fall like us. You know what I'm saying? We don't want to see them in these same type of situations that we were in, and we were just shaking our head and like, damn, I wish I didn't do that, or you know what I'm saying, or I wish it didn't go that way, or you know what I'm saying, if I could have avoided this, I would have. You know what I'm saying? Let's keep it 100 with our kids. You know what I'm saying? Because that we're all they got, and you know we're here on borrowed time. And guess what? You know, if something happens to us, who's going to teach them? So we are really behind right now with getting people to understand, you know, how to live their life and do it in the right way. And right now it's very shameful looking at everything we do. You know what I'm saying? Like not only the BET Awards, but how that sister was had that job and Hulk Hogan fired her. Not only that, but look at how you know, everybody celebrate the 4th of July. You know what I'm saying? Everybody was out there celebrating the 4th of July from July 4th, 1776, when you know damn well your ancestors were still in slavery. That's how stupid you are. You just want to party, and that was actually one time where you shouldn't have actually gathered together and celebrated something that was horrific at that point in time. In 1776, was blacks, Hispanics, and natives celebrating with them? No, they were celebrating amongst themselves, and that's cool. Come till today, it's like we want to go ahead and join in on everything. We want to make everything ours. We can't do that. You know what I'm saying? We have to go ahead and hold on to some type of standard and moralism for ourselves. You got something to say?
You most definitely right. It's just like I was saying before. We want to backdoor our own culture that follow heathen customs and heathen cultures, and it's leading us astray. You know, now you're seeing all of these, the result of it with the crime rate going up during that period of time, right. Or, you know, somebody losing an arm or a limb to a firecracker, or, you know, it's all an abomination, man. We leading ourselves astray following these heathen cultures.
Exactly. And you know what, truth be die, those probably, the Most High probably judged them on that day. You know what I'm saying? Since they partook in 4th of July, maybe the Most High was just done with trying to give them chances, and the Most High just dealt with them however he felt fit. You know what I'm saying? Whether it was injuries or whether it became death, the Most High is the type that he don't care about your feelings. He's gonna go ahead and take you out however he feel fit. You know what I'm saying? He was giving you he was giving you a great amount of time to get yourself together, and you still want to do the wrong thing. You know, somebody got to pay that bill. Everything comes with a cost. You know what I'm saying? So guess what? People got judged on this 4-day weekend. You know what I'm saying? That's 100 people that they got hurt. 8 people who passed on. You know what I'm saying? I don't know how many were black, Hispanic, or native, but I'm saying like majority of the time, it might have been us. You know what I'm saying? And you know what I'm saying? We gotta take that on the chin, because you know we know what we're capable of. We know how horrible we can be. You can't get a whole bunch of Hispanics together and get them to act right. You can't get a whole bunch of brothers to get together and act right. It's just like that. And especially on a 4-day weekend, it was hot. A whole bunch of chaos is gonna happen. So with that being said, like Give me Jeremiah 10:2.
Karokan, Jeremiah 10:2. Thus said the Lord, learn not the way of the heathen, and not be dismayed at the signs of heaven, for the heathen are dismayed at them.
See, this thing though, the heathen don't even care about themselves. So we shouldn't even conduct ourselves like them. We shouldn't want nothing from them. We shouldn't be around them too much. Get what we need and bring it back to our society and build up our society. Build up our people. Worry about our people. HBCUs, you know what I'm saying? There's black colleges and all that stuff. There's schools that could just be in our neighborhoods that, guess what, we can open amongst ourselves. And guess what? Now Hispanics and blacks go there. Now we can teach them, you know, our form of history also. You know what I'm saying? How many times did we went to school and we learned about Christopher Columbus and we knew he was just a horrible bastard, and they were trying to put him on a pedestal. You know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? It took so long for them to even recognize their faults, and then, you know what I'm saying, by the time you know it, it's like it really didn't matter to them. They already brainwashed them for so long that they don't care. All they're going to do is they're going to go ahead and keep going on with their lifestyle because they got 400 years of slavery for nothing. They already established their kingdom. Everything around you is theirs. Everything around you they control. That's their army that all our blacks, Hispanics, and natives go in and enlist in. It's not like we're going to be fighting for ourselves. No, we're going to go fight for somebody else's premise, for somebody else's conduct, for somebody else's comments, you know what I'm saying? For somebody else's actions. A lot of people think they're going to go fighting for their own country and stuff. You're really not doing it. You're fighting because that person didn't know how to shut his damn mouth, or that person didn't know how to do business correctly. Because one person didn't do something the right way, you're going to go ahead and kill maybe hundreds to, if not thousands, of blacks and Hispanics and natives because we're suckers for the armed forces, because we want to be a part of something. And you know, that's why I say we got to learn not the way of the heathen. We can't take on their ways. We can't go ahead and think that we're equal to them. They know who they are. Cool. That's great. You know, you guys got a head start on us. Let's start working on ourselves. You know what I'm saying? Let's start getting back to these laws, statutes, commandments. Let's start go ahead and building ourselves up from the ground up. That way we have a foundation till we could build into a mansion. You know what I'm saying? That's how we got to do that. We got to keep these things and hold them tight, because we can actually do some good, not only for ourselves, but everybody else around us. And, you know, not even only people that's in your city. You know what I'm saying? Not even only people in your state. You never know who you're going to reach out to. You probably connect with somebody who's in Indiana, Milwaukee, Ohio, Iowa. You know what I'm saying? Like you probably touch somebody else because of the way you talk or the way you deal with people. You know what I'm saying? And that's what we need to do. You know what I'm saying? We need to go ahead and get in contact with people from all over. That's why we got brothers in the UK. That's why we got brothers in Brazil, Dominican Republic, Cuba, Colombia, Puerto Rico, Mexico. That's why we got people all over. We're connecting with them. And for one time only every year, we gather together at the Passover. And we want it to grow. But without growing, we have to actually put this work into actually getting people motivated to want to do the right thing. It's not easy putting this work in. You know, it's a careless work. Nobody cares about it. You know what I'm saying? But if I was to tell somebody you can do this, you can do whatever you want to, they're gonna love you. They'll give you money for it. They'll go ahead and contribute. They'll do everything as long as you can tell them you can do whatever the hell you want to do. But not in here. In here, we can't tell you that. In here, we got to go ahead and call you out on your BS, and we gotta tell you will not do this. And if you do this, you could go elsewhere. You know what I'm saying? How you say what they say, we're greater by subtraction? We're what they say? Yeah, we don't care about losing, you know what I'm saying? Like you know, if you don't want to do the right thing, the door's right there. We're not forcing you to do anything. You gotta want to do this work. You gotta want to contribute. You gotta want to go ahead and build up a nation who is really stubborn and hard-headed and just hate to listen. Because you can't tell a Black, Hispanic, and Native what to do because they know everything. They're so stubborn that they don't want to listen, hard-headed. But that's why, you know what I'm saying, even the scriptures had to tell us to gather together. In Zephaniah 2:1. Say, gather together, yea, gather together. The Most High had to say it twice, to gather together. Because we don't know how to come together as a group and get along. He's begging us basically, like, I'm telling you, like, gather together. Gather together. I'm trying to tell you. Like, when you got to tell your kid 2 times, I'm going to tell you this right now. Don't touch that stove. Okay. No. I'm going to tell you again. Don't touch that stove. You know what I'm saying? Sometimes when you say it twice, it shows how much meaning comes behind it. And that's what the Most High was saying. Gather yourself together. Yea, gather together. O nations not desired. We are the only people who are not desired. That's why that girl lost her job. Because that heathen didn't care about her family, her culture, no, none of that. He went and gave the jobs to his people. You know what I'm saying? That's what we got to avoid. We got to stop counting on them to do the right thing because we should already know they're not going to do the right thing. They're not prone to do the right thing. But let me go ahead and get something else. Give me Deuteronomy 4 and 5.
Khan, Deuteronomy 4 and 5. Behold, I have taught you statutes and judgments, even as the Lord my God.
He taught you what?
Behold, I have taught you statutes and judgments, even as the Lord my God commanded me, that ye should do so in the land whither ye go to possess it.
You see what I mean? No matter where you go to possess it, he gave you laws, statutes, and commandments, and you still have to conduct yourself in a specific way that he felt you. You know what I'm saying? That's what that means. You know what I'm saying? He gave you laws, statutes, and commandments, and no matter where you go on earth, you have to keep these and you have to abide by them. And if you think they're hard, guess what? If you don't obey, your life will get harder. You know what I'm saying? This, you know what? I found something on you want to see some heathenistic stuff? You want to see how much the heathens hate us? Have you seen where the heathens gathered together and in Tennessee, where they came out of the U-Hauls and all that and started marching with the Confederate flags?
I missed that one, but I can believe it.
Well, I got a video right here. I'm gonna go ahead and show it. Watch. Hold on 1 second. Man, I'm telling you, these heathens, we cannot be like them. We cannot go ahead and keep doing what they do. They're a different breed of people, and we really got to stop, you know, trying to conduct ourselves like them. They don't like us, and we understand that. All right, you ready? Let me know when it comes up. You see it?
Yeah.
All right, cool. Let me go ahead and get this.
hit the play.
Yeah, I hit play. It's just some reason it just be lagging sometimes, man. Let's see the Confederate flag. These are people who hate you. These are people who don't like you, who don't want you here. This is biblical. We've been at war with them since birth. It's Jacob and Esau. Look at that. That's horrible.
Lucky. It's like every time I see that flag, it kind of remind me of the Make America Great Again, which is bring it back to how it once was, back when the white man was really in power over everything in this country. At this point, you know, as we come stronger in this truth, it seems like they're losing everything.
And that's the point right now. You know what I'm saying? Like, they don't care about us. You know what I'm saying? They don't like us. They never did. They tolerate us. And if you think about it, all we want to do is, for some reason, as Blacks, Hispanics, Native, we just feel like we need their acceptance for some reason. We don't care about the acceptance of our kinfolk, our own brothers around us, but we always thrive to get the acceptance of them and the validation from them. For what? They're horrible people. They showed you that time and time again in the past. But you think stuff is going to change just because it's a different day. It may be a different day, but that's the same person. That flag right there was built on blood. That Confederate flag definitely was built on blood. That 4th of July, that was a horrible holiday for any Black, Hispanic, and Native to even celebrate. Those people who are marching in Tennessee, I bet you those are doctors and lawyers and how you say politicians and dentists. That's why they were wearing those masks, because they didn't want to be identified, because guess what? That could mess up their personal life. But they still want to go ahead and fulfill their narrative, because they know they're trying to make America great again. And the only time America was great to them is when people were in slavery and they held on to full control of the whole country. They want slaves again. They want people to go ahead and take care of them and cook their meals and work in their farms and do all the grunt work, so that way they can live a good life. They want you back in that same type of situation, in that same type of predicament. They thrive on that. They love that. They're blood hungry. That's just their national and that's in their DNA. You know what I'm saying? And I don't understand how nobody, can identify it. You know what I'm saying? Like, they show the colors all the time. They're a very close society together, and when they're around you, they're just humoring you. You know what I'm saying? They're just playing a part. They're playing a role, and they do it well because they know they have to deal with you, because that's what society tells them they have to do. But if they didn't have to deal with you, they will stay away from you no matter what. You know what I'm saying? That's what we gotta. That's what we gotta remember. And all that ever does is drive us crazy sometimes. You know what I'm saying? That drives us nuts, because how you say, like, we as a people, we try to be so good to people, but we're always trying to be good to the wrong people. And we need to stop doing that. Let's try to be good to ourselves and our own people first. That's what matters. You know what I'm saying? Your Diala's family matters to me. Everybody else in the school, their family matters to me. My family matters to them.
Damn
That's
right.
how we should be. That shows love and consideration and thoughtfulness towards each other. You know what I'm saying? But biblical law class is raw. Biblical law class, it tells you things that you're supposed to do immediately to stop doing these things and start doing the right thing. But it takes people to humble down and actually to tell somebody, like, look, I don't know this. Can you show me? And then when somebody is humble enough to say that, we'll work with you. But you got to come and be willing to learn. And you got to start from the ground up. All that stuff you learn in Christianity and Catholicism and Islam, you have to throw that away. You have to become a new person, and you have to learn from the ground up with understanding of everything that we're teaching you. But it starts with these law, statutes, commandments in the first 5 books. That's how you go ahead and say that I know what to do and what not to do. That's perfect. That's what we need. We need more people who are thinkers and not doers. You know what I'm saying? Because then as soon as you do the thinking part and you start understanding it, now when you get the okay from the higher ups, from the officers of 50, from the officer of 500s and thousands, and the captains and the generals, now all of a sudden you can do the work, but you have to be a thinker first. You can't just be a person who just wants to do things because you're going to do things and you're not going to understand it all the way around. You know what I'm saying? You're not going to understand everything in full. You have to be a thinker. You have to go ahead and do the research. You have to go ahead and understand things in a fullness. That way you can help others. But you just can't be like the Christians, Catholics, and Islam. You can't tell people it's okay to do whatever you want to do, however you want to do it. And, you know what I'm saying, everything is going to be happy moving forward. You can't do that. I can't tell you everything's going to be happy moving forward. You might have a rough life moving forward because you're doing these law, statutes, commandments. The Most High will deal with you even, how you say, like, just because you do the law, statutes, commandments don't mean that you're not going to go through a problem or an ordeal or a situation. It might amplify everything a little bit more just to test your spirit. You know what I'm saying? Look at Job. Job was perfect, and the Most High allowed Satan to mess with him. He just could not kill him. That's how the Most High deals with people. You know what I'm saying? Oh, he says he loves me. All right. He'll send Satan real quick, test him, get him. How we say in the hood, get him. You know what I'm saying? The Most High is a gangster. He don't want you to fail, but he has to put you through these tests to see exactly how loyal you are to him in general. You know what I'm saying? Like you have to be able to go through a lot of obstacles and stuff and still be like, you know what? I still believe, you know what I'm saying? I still trust him. No matter what, I know he's doing this for a purpose. But not be like, oh man, you know what I'm saying? I've been following this, and that, and you know, man, I'm just gonna go smoke a blunt. I'm gonna go to a strip club, you know what I'm saying? That is the Most High sending Satan, and then when Satan wins, those are the actions you end up doing. You end up going to the strip club. You end up smoking weed. You end up doing coke. You end up going to gang banging again. You end up selling drugs to your people. You end up being a whore again. You end up being a sodomite. That's how the Most High deals with people. He's going to send Satan to do all his dirty work because he wants to test you to the fullest. So anytime that we say that in biblical law class that you're going to have to do these law, statutes, commandments, understand that Satan is going to mess with you more. He may not mess with you the first day, second day, but you're going to go through some stuff. And if you don't go through some stuff, you got to ask yourself, I might be doing something wrong. Because once I started learning, I'll put myself in an example. Once I started learning, I started battling everything around me. Everything, everybody. I'm talking about every type of condition you could think of. I was going through it. But I wasn't going to fold. All I did was rise to the occasion, and I conducted myself in a manner where I had to lead and not be a person who retreats. That's the difference. I'm an engager. I'm not a retreater. So when I know that I'm going through something, I know I'm doing something right. because it never. Anytime you do something, it never comes without a cost. When you're doing something wrong, stuff comes easy. It comes hand over fist for you when you're doing something wrong. But when you're doing the right thing, trust me, you're gonna endure a lot of punishment, a lot of headaches, a lot of strenuous times, a lot of stress, a lot of how you say, like, a lot of late nights where you can't sleep because you're just trying to figure everything out. Once you start doing all these law, statutes, and commandments, that's when Satan starts to mess with you at a higher level. If he's not messing with you, you're not doing something correct. And that's how we got to go ahead and see everything. So with all these Christian churches and all that stuff, and Catholic churches, while they're over there happy, having fun and all that stuff, and looking all sissy-ish and weird looking and stuff with all they're doing, cool, you guys could be happy. The Lord is not with you guys, though, because he knows Satan is just letting you guys do whatever you guys want to, because he already got you guys hooked on the stupidity. The Most High is just looking at you like, man, y'all just so disobedient, and you dance around and you think this is funny. You think this is all fun and games. You put no work in, but you want acknowledgement from the Most High. The only one who's answering Christian and Catholic people is Satan. Satan is dealing with them. He's approving all their mischief and their deeds. You know what I'm saying? We see it. I mean, once you start learning the truth from the Isupk, once you start learning the truth, you start seeing things from different. You have the same eyes, but you start seeing things in a different way. You start noticing everything around you differently. You start noticing when you're watching movies differently. When you're watching how you say, like, historical films or something like that, or how you say, like, documentaries and stuff, you're looking at them in a different way. That's how you know you're gaining the wisdom of the Most High and your ancestors. And that's how you know you're doing the right thing, because now all of a sudden you recognize it, and now you want to go ahead and make a change, not only for yourself, but for everybody around you. You're trying to help everybody else around you. You're putting everybody else before you now. That's how you know you're following the Most High, because Satan is going to battle you. He's going to try to do everything to how you say, like, bring you down and put obstacles in your way and you know, take people out your life. You know what I'm saying? He's going to work with your spirit in many different ways. You just got to stand strong and keep on doing exactly what you're doing, because Satan has a job too, and he tries to do it perfectly because he loves the Most High so much. Satan loves the Most High so much, he don't want you to make it into the kingdom. That's how much Satan loves the Most High. He's doing his dirty work. That's how you can say it. You want to talk about somebody in the kingdom right now, like Satan. Satan is the enforcer to the kingdom right now. He tries to get you to do the wrong thing. He don't want you in there. He's putting a divide between the Most High in Christ and you. He has to do that. If you ain't going through something, you're doing it wrong. And that's why I say, like, and I went to Christian church, I went to Catholic church and all that stuff. It was so easy to just go in there and just, it's so lovable, this and that. But then guess what? People are sleeping with each other. They're rolling blunts and selling drugs. They're talking about each other. They're eating pork. They're eating shrimp, crab, lobster. Girls are twerking all the time. You'll see them in the club. Some of them are strippers. Some of them are on OnlyFans. You see all this stuff in them churches. And you're going to tell me that the Most High is dealing with you guys? You guys are delusional. And I don't want to be a part of that. You know what I'm saying? Like, you ever heard about this sand trooper, guilty by association?
Damn right I have.
That's the point right there. You know what I'm saying? Like, anytime you're associated with somebody who's a Christian, and if you tell them one question, like, do y'all follow the laws in that? No, the laws, you know, they were nailed to the cross or something like that, or laws are done one way, or laws are done away with. Oh, this is a sinful person right here. You know what I'm saying? This is a lawless person I'm dealing with. You know what I'm saying? That's a horrible person to deal with, because that will be the guy who sleeps with your wife. That will be the guy in that church who probably touches your kids. That will be the guy who will sell your kids drugs. We don't need that influence on our society no more. We need more positive influence. But it comes with a battle. It comes with a battle of where, you know, we have to go out there and we have to call people out on their BS. And when we do that, we have to be real strategic and real knowledgeable about how we deal with every single person, because we can't deal with everybody the same way. You know what I'm saying? We can't deal with everybody the same way. Everybody got different brains, and we're not trying to lose nobody. But we're not trying to force anybody either. You know what I'm saying? We want people to come and learn willingly. We don't need you. We want you, but we don't need you. But we really want everybody to go ahead and learn the right way, because these churches are really putting a real bad division between people and the Most High God. You know what I'm saying? Like, I know people who think Christ is the Most High God. I'm like, you are lost. You know what I'm saying? How can Christ be the Most High God when, you know, he was always telling everybody, like, my Father in heaven? That just shows that he differentiated him from his Father who's still in heaven. You know what I'm saying?
Damn right.
But Christians, like, no, they're one and the same, this and this and that. You are brainwashed to the highest regard, and it's going to take a whole bunch of conversations just to even get you to understand a little bit, because you're so brainwashed by that stuff. Islam, you know what I'm saying, with the Allah and all this stuff, that ain't for Black, Hispanics, and natives. That's an Arabic faith. Leave that stuff alone. That is not for us. Let them have it. That's for the Muslim. Arabs are Muslim. That's theirs. Let them have it. That's their culture. You should have never even touched the book, let alone read it and try to do the works of anything in that book. You know what I'm saying? That's not our culture. We shouldn't take it. Just like we shouldn't go ahead and be like, oh, I went to China, I became a Buddhist. You can't do that. You can't take on the custom of other people. You know what I'm saying? What's theirs is theirs. That's their foundation. That's their culture. That's what they've been learning, you know, their generations. You know, when you know, like the Greeks have all them Greek gods and all that stuff. That's theirs. There's no reason why you should be, you know, acknowledging Zeus or whatever other these gods are. You know what I'm saying? Like, they got theirs, let them have it. But while we're in captivity right now, we really need to go ahead and try to find out a very better way of getting towards, you know, how to deal with each other and how to get in favor of the Most High right now. Because right now we look real bad out here. You know, women being whores, our women are losing jobs to other white women. We got a lot of things going on out here. You know what I'm saying? Our brothers and sisters are getting shot in the streets like crazy. That nobody at an alarming rate, and nobody cares. And you know, we're doing it to each other, and we can blame it on the Christian and Catholic Church because they don't explain to you how to deal with your brother. They guess what? You know, Black and Hispanics, we got to deal with each other. If you have a fence towards each other, bring each other to the side and just talk about it. You know what I'm saying? It's not a big deal. But no, we go to the most dangerous form of violence with each other. You know what I'm saying? And it could be as something as somebody just had a misunderstanding, and all of a sudden, it's just somebody loses a life. You know, we deal with a lot of things in this society right now, and it's real overwhelming. And you know, we could just see that we have a lot of work to do, and we have to get it done. And that's why we're raising people up like Trooper Yadai. You know what I'm saying? That's why we're trying to get brothers, like Trooper Banaya, like what is it? Trooper Nata Sayab, you know what I'm saying? That's like we got these brothers right now, you know what I'm saying? And the more they put their work in, then they're gonna put their brick in pretty soon, and they're gonna go ahead and set fire to these streets in their own way. I talk one way, Trooper Yadai talks a specific way. Banaya talks a different way. You know what I'm saying? We're all gonna be able to, reach out to some people, but you know what I'm saying? It takes time. We got to go ahead and put this work in and be diligent in it. We can't be dismayed or frown or be overwhelmed. We really have to come out here, learn as much as we can, because there's a lot of people out here that are counting on us because they're so brainwashed and delusion, and they have delusions in the head that they supposed to be entitled to something that they really have to put some work in for. And if they want this kingdom, we have to go ahead and not battle them, but we have to have a lot of discussions with them, and we have to go ahead and get them on a neutral playing field to where, you know what, I could understand that. That's what we got to get them saying. I can understand where you're coming from. That I was like, but it's not hard to not, you know what I'm saying? I can even show them the scripture. Like, look, it's not too hard to go ahead and you know what I'm saying, not eat pork or not eat shrimp, crab, lobster, or it's not too hard where, you know what I'm saying, like, you can't be a whore or a sodomite. You know what I'm saying? Like, it's not hard. Yeah, I see. We gotta go ahead and gain them. You know what I'm saying? We had to go ahead and go out there and reach them and pull them in a way where, like, they feel comfortable, that they know they're doing the right thing. Because right now, the Christian churches and the Catholic churches, they've been around for thousands of years. So they got thousands of years head start on us when we were just built up in 1969 and actually gained the actual truth of the Bible. You know what I'm saying? And that's heavy because we're doing so much work in so little time when they got thousands of years head start on us. And that's how I feel with everything that we do. You know what I'm saying? We got so much to do. And everybody else had a way more head start on us, and we need to put this work in, no matter who it is. We got laws in here. We got to go ahead and call people out on this. Let's see if they accept it. If they accept it, cool. If they don't, they're gonna get lost in that Christianity, Catholicism. But let me get Revelations 18:4, and then we're gonna go ahead and wrap it up, because it's been horrible. It's been horrible out here. You know what I'm saying? Just dealing with all these Christian Catholics, man. They so brainwashed. I can't even deal with them sometimes, but I have to. The stories and the way they break stuff down, it just drives me crazy. But I listen to them and I go ahead and instruct them. And guess what? They walk away because they know I'm right, but it takes time for them to accept it. But that's the whole thing. You know what I'm saying? I'm willing to go ahead and work with anybody who comes in my anybody who comes in my way. I'm willing to deal with them.
That's right.
But don't ever think I'm going to agree with you, because I got the truth on my side. So I'm not going to agree with nobody. Now, if I feel like you have a slight understanding of it, I'll go ahead and break things down for them in a way where they actually know in full. But how you say, like, I got a lot of people who, once I tell them things and I break it down for them, they know I broke it down to them solid with no flaw. And Trooper, let me tell you, these people avoid me. And they avoid me because they were wrong, because you could tell the shame on their face, because they'll say what's up to me and everything, but they know they're in shame because they didn't get the breakdown correct, and I did. And it's hard for them to accept that. So whenever they see me, what's up, this and that, they'll never bring out scriptures again, because guess what? They know they're going to get cut on another scripture. They rather go ahead and die and believe what they believe in rather than be like, hey, Azan, what you think about this, this, and that? Okay, well, let's work with this, this, and that. Boom, boom, boom. Oh, you know what? I think I know where you're coming from. You know what I'm saying? That does make a lot more sense. They won't humble themselves down to even get right instruction and right and right counsel on things because they're so prideful that they just want to be right. They have to go ahead and suck up their pride and be like, you know what? I'd rather learn properly than just believe what I believe. You know what I'm saying? If I'm breaking something down for you perfectly, you should be wanting to come to me all the time. You know what I'm saying? And then if I don't understand something, I'll be like, look, that scripture right there is a little bit difficult for me. I'm still in the beginning stages. Let me take that to somebody way above me, like a Officer Kazai one. Let me give it to Officer Arama one. Let me give it to Officer Ryan. Let me get to Officer Lamak, Officer Yardan. Let me get a breakdown on it, and I'll come back to you with an answer. But I'm never gonna address something or a scripture or a breakdown if I don't know it completely. If I don't know it completely, you will not get a response from me. All you'll get is I don't know. I'll get back to you. You know what I'm saying? And that's how you could tell that I'm so humble and I got humility with me, because I will actually let you know that I don't know that. And I will go ahead and value your question. Let me just go get the right answer so I don't mislead you. But other people, like in the Christian Catholic churches, they'll go ahead and easily twist stuff up just because they know they got a sucker on their hands. You know what I'm saying? I'm not trying to sucker nobody. I'm trying to give somebody the right breakdown, the right laws, statutes, and commandments with the right breakdowns and these scripture breakdowns. And I'm just trying to go ahead and lead them in the right way. That way they feel good about themselves when they walk away from me. A lot of times I give them the proper breakdown, and it's so hard for them to accept that they don't want to deal with it. They're like, you know what? I'd rather just walk away and believe whatever I believe in, but they still say what's up to me because they respect the fact that you're not talking to a sucker. And you know what? I'll take that. Go ahead, Trooper. You got it?
Colonel Khan, Revelations 18:4. And I heard another voice from heaven saying, come out of her, my people, that ye be not partakers of her sins, and that ye receive not none of her plagues.
Right. That's the whole thing. What we have to do is we have to stop doing what this society tells us. If America is telling you to do one thing, don't do it. All you got to do is follow the laws of America, not break no laws, of course. But if they're telling you to be a homosexual, don't do it. If they're telling you to it's okay to smoke marijuana because now they got these little shops and stuff, don't do it. There's a lot of things that they're promoting right now that you have to use common sense and be like, man, if they're promoting it like that. Before, you think about it, before they were frowning on smoking weed. Now all of a sudden they got shops and they're selling it because they're making a profit. Now it's okay. Now that they're promoting it, even back then, no matter what, it was wrong to smoke weed. But I'm just saying, like, now they're trying to promote it because they're trying to get a personal gain for their own self. That's what we got to understand. Don't do what they do. Come out of her, my people, means don't do what your oppressors are doing. If they're doing something, do the opposite. You know what I'm saying? That's the best way I can say it. If they're getting a whole bunch of tattoos, do the opposite. Don't get no tattoos. If they're being whores and spitting on stuff all over the place, guess what? Keep that private in your own bedroom. You know what I'm saying? Don't be out there promoting it like no whore. You know what I'm saying?
Damn right.
It looks worse on our people because we seem to be in every type of horrible article because they want to give us exposure and make us look bad as Blacks, Hispanics, and Natives. They want us to look way worse than they actually are, and we fall for it. But with that being said, we had a good biblical law class today. Let me see. Do I got anything else? Let me get Deuteronomy 28 and 50 real quick, and this will be the last one.
Colonel Khan, Deuteronomy 28:50. A nation of fierce countenance, which shall not regard the person of the old, nor shew favor to the young.
Right there. That's what I'm saying. That's what America was built on. They didn't care about the older person. They didn't care about the kids who were just being born. The older person, they will whoop, beat, put in what is those hot boxes and all that stuff. The kids, once they were born, they will take them from the mother's arms and they'll go ahead and ship them off halfway across the United States or overseas, and they'll never see their kids again. These people are way different than us, and if we could go ahead and identify that we have to deal with them, but we don't have to take on their methods of doing things or the way of living, then we'll be in a better way of moving forward and how we should be conducting ourselves, because we can be better. We just have to want to be better. And that's where we fail at, because we want to be the center of attention all the time, and being the center of attention usually consists of us looking real bad, whether it be one person or whether it be us as a group. We tend to make ourselves look real horrible in the eyes of every other nation out here, and we can't have that. We can't have them looking at us like we're just pieces of garbage, that we're just taking up space and we're like a waste of life. We're not a waste of life. We're real humble, intelligent, hardworking, decent folk. But in reality, we're not showing that, because our women want to be whores. They want to twerk all over the place. Our boys want to be homosexuals. We want to smoke weed all day, men and women. We're not raising our kids properly. That's why they're outside looking like gremlins out here. We're doing a whole bunch of things wrong. And what I'm saying? Once we find out some type of correction, maybe we should go ahead and try to adapt to specific ways to where maybe we can move better, and maybe we can move better moving forward. You know what I'm saying? Like, we have to, if something ain't working for us, we have to find a change. And if a change means that we have to look in this Bible that we've been holding on to for dear life or forever, and if the answers are in there, don't be like, oh, it's just an old book. How about you put it in perspective as, I could still use these laws, statutes, commandments in here in a modern day society, and I'll live a better lifestyle. There's so much to learn in there, but unless you're willing to apply it, you're gonna be jammed up. But with that, I say there's a Isupk Southern Illinois Biblical Law class. Isupk was started out of 1 West 125th Street, Harlem, New York, under Commander General Hanna. Trubia Dye, you got anything else to say before we break off?
Yeah, I think it's extremely important that we be able to find our ways in this truth for everybody. So if y'all can take a moment to check out some of these videos, share them, like them, and try to find a bit of information that you can attach to yourself, it'll make us a mightier people as this word spread.
That's right. Just like Trubia Dye said, just look through these videos and just try to understand where others had lied to you and try to do better moving forward. There's a lot of videos out here. You know what I'm saying? Like, a lot of times we don't want to do what's right, but right now, when everything is going to crap right now, we might want to listen to some of these videos and try to go ahead and make some applications into what we need to do moving forward in our own personal lives. It could be something so little as eating habits. It could be something so little as, I'm never going to get another tattoo. You know what I'm saying? The little bit you do goes a long way. And nobody's trying to beg anybody, but we want to see our people looking good out here and not looking like a whole bunch of misfits that just don't know how to conduct yourself in a modern day society. We're better than that. Blacks, Hispanics, and Natives, you guys are better than that. And with that, I want to go ahead and close it out. Shalom. Trooper, you die. Shalom, Israel. Let's check
Shalom,
you out
no
next
pray.
time. Okay.